was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the LA Chargers. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
First carry for Najee Harris. Down the left sideline. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 44 yards on the ground.
And the Chargers first down.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. They'll run again with Harris. Shedding the tackle. 18 more yards there and another first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This will be caught just inside the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Broncos' 8-yard line.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Land McConkey from 8 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like Central Cast and Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short with 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Denver.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Franklin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That is caught. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims from 13 yards out. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but Well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down the number 4, getting this inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Chargers 1st down.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. This is caught. Touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter.
The score, Chargers 14.
Pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And he's going to have the Broncos 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line, a gain of 12. And the Broncos 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Second and 10.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Denver.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Nix. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Nix. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-2 matchup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Deshaun Hand. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On play action, here's Nix. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
To throw is Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Franklin. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On the sneak, it's Nix. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But things right now, they've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Herbert now. Right side, he has Johnston. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got another one to Johnston. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First down, Denver.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
On the sneak, it's Nix. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Broncos.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3. Nix from the shotgun. And this incomplete again to Mims. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 28. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And a Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing Nix. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
First down, Denver.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Setting up a screen for Harvey. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Dobbins sidestepping his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a... That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a touchdown run from J.K. Dobbins. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready for this next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They pitch it to Harris. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. 27 yards for Najee Harris. And the Chargers are able to move back in front. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a heck of a move. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. They'll go play action with Nix. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
First down, Broncos.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg, here's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. So giving 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 3rd and 4 now.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
From the gun on third down, it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
And the Broncos first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. 86 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 3.
Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Nix. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
6 yards.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Here's Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
It's now
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle but couldn't spring himself free. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
We'll see how much they give him the ball here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way down to 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a give, running left is Harris. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense and Bo Nix getting set for this next possession. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Nix to the air. Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Nix to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Mims. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
Two yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returnable here for Davis. Well, now only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really high level.
They've been hot so far.
At the 42-yard line.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. They hand this off to Harris. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. In motion right is Johnston. Herbert now. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now this one finds McConkey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert doing it himself from 9 yards out. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point try now from Dicker. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Denver getting set to take the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it with second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing Nix. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Pickup. And the Broncos first down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 4. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 44-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. But they get back in the huddle. He's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
To throw, here's Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Evan Ingram, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are back within a score. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will
look to throw.
Point conversion.
Escaping the pressure right.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And not much to speak of. Called a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play, because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Hampton. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Short throw to Disley. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This is Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, I know my grade school teachers never would believe this, but I can absorb a lesson. I think there's a lesson in this one. He's having a great day running the football, but occasionally they're going to find a way to stop you, aren't they?
Yeah, this time the defense stepped up in what's been so far a tough game for them. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man right side, that's McConkey. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. He hit his first, this one from 38. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the 1st half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the 2nd half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the 1st, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
Mixes pass complete to J.K. Dobbins. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes second and a yard. Now Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Denver.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now it's Nix. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A stoppage here for an injury, and not what you want to see. J.K. Dobbins in a little bit of pain after that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Setting up a screen for Harvey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. R.J. Harvey, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps, a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. And a 7-yard return following a punt for 45 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Oh, able to avoid him. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. A huge play there for Denver. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11th. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start the drive with Harris. Shoves him away. And that's going to be good for the Chargers. First down as the tackle made at about the 38.
10 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Play action. It's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this is going to be another first down as they make the tackle at the Broncos 35. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment. From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. A run once more with Hampton. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
It's fourth down.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
A 37-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal, just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's Harvey to start the drive. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Harvey now on first and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards.
They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Nix. Under pressure, they got him again. Bud Dupree in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football. And the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Davis now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Finds Johnston. He's able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He's brought down
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Here's Herbert. And Allen's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And he'll take this from the 9 down to the 7.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Herbert. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Quentin Johnston who finished that drive off with a touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw, here's Nix. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And powering through at the 35. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing Nix. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
right
2.
there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway Even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And the window closes quickly. They'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, look at the juke. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
The Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.